If you see him walking about, he's living the dog,
hotels and restaurants, and then she was actually a mobile shop. So instead of having, because this is all canvas, instead of having the caps, they took that off, put metal on there instead, with different doors on the back, so people got big doors. I think they probably just had one single little door in the middle, so it made it easier to control people getting in, that they didn't steal their baked beans and things.
Suppose that everything has to be repurposed and reused, isn't it?
You said, well, they like rolls to heat up or something. Or something. You did tell me.
You'll notice the red kite.
things and I hear rumours.
The driver's seat is actually slightly angled so you can see backwards, and he's got a little rear view mirror, and he's got 5 reverse seats that would apply when people go backwards like that, get out.
Have a word with the crews and just make sure, again, if you're here with a family group, just make sure everyone knows where everybody is, because walking in the tank park, there are marshals there obviously, they're moving vehicles, the driver can see nothing. Just remember that, it's the commander above him that sees everything, or whoever's directing the vehicle, as you can see. Now another really important Second World War bit of kit coming on now. This is the M3 Grand. Britain goes on the back burner. So there goes the Grant past us now. They put the 75mm gun in the hull. They're copying the French there from the Charbie tank. They're copying Britain with the Churchill tank with its howitzer in the hull. A smaller 37mm gun in the turret, and they only make 6,000 of it, which sounds a lot, but it's that interim model with British forces, and then we ship them out to Burma and the Far East, where they saw service towards the end of the war. Some went to Australia that didn't actually see action there. So very important tank from our point of view, helped save our bacon early in the war and gave us firepower and reliability. Now another American Second World War vehicle driving around, this is the M24 Chaffee. Some of you may remember it from the war movies, things like Bridget Ray Morgan, etc. Saw action at the end of 1944, see some action in the Battle of the Bulge. It's a replacement for an earlier American light tank. Quickly realised it didn't have enough armour penetration to get through the thicker armour that was appearing into this angled turret. They're looking to angle the armour on that Chaffee so that it gives you more protection but relatively thin armour. Angling armour basically means that there's horizontal rounds fired at you. It's got more metal to go through. That's the idea behind it. It is your best protection rather than actual thickness of armour. You want to be there, see what's going on, fire if need be, kick the anvil as it's sometimes called, wake the enemy up, reconnaissance by force, and then get out of trouble and make yourself nice and mobile that way. 50 caliber machine gun put on the top like many American vehicles at the time, and half inch size bullet will go through an engine block quite happily that way, so quite a powerful bit of kit there. Now the next vehicle going past the tag line at the moment, this is something called the M36 Jackson. It was an American idea to have tank destroyers. Actual tanks like the Grant and the Sherman that was coming, have those as vehicles that are going to be the ones to exploit gaps in the enemy front line. If the enemy attacks you with a tank, history, this one as well, because this particular M36 was later supplied by America to Yugoslavia as part of a package. Back in the 50s, the Western nations were trying to seduce Tito, head of Yugoslavia, trying to make him stay Western and not go communist, and they did that by giving him lots of military equipment. So when you watch movies like Kelly's Heroes, it's all full of Yugoslav Sherman tanks that you're watching there. So this particular M36 supplied to Yugoslavia, given a different gun, and actually they replaced the engine later with a Soviet T-54 diesel engine in the back. So if you're being really nerdy, it doesn't sound right compared to a normal tank destroyers. Open top turret, so the guys have got good visibility, relatively thin armour. We think it looked like a tank. It was really designed for something very different. It was there to speed to, they tried to make them lighter, faster, to where a breakthrough was. Of course, the problem was you never had the right type of vehicle in the right place at the right time. So the whole idea of the what was called Tank Destroyer Command that the Americans had put together didn't really work in practice in the Second World War, and they ended up being used as mobile anti-tank guns in a very different way than what was planned. Now, another famous Second World War designed vehicle, this is the T-34, this model, the T-34 85. 85mm gun on it rather than the earlier T-34 76mm gun at the beginning of the war. Now the T-34, famous tank obviously throughout the Second World War, probably about 70,000 of them made, enormous numbers. Been made, this version is one you're looking at now after World War II, a number of satellite warfare attack countries, Poland, Czechoslovakia, still made them. Got a 76mm gun on it, very big gun for the time, costing $6. You can have a faster replace some of our big stores and lighter tanks they've made in the early 30s. Built after the war, most of those you see in wartime service up to later in 44 had a smaller gun on, bigger turret, two-man turret early on. This has now got the bigger turret, which means a commander can control the tank better rather than just flag controls, etc.
What happened when you didn't use them, you think? Yeah. I'm going to let you up.